All right, so let's continue on this video here about subtracting integers with 3 minus -6. All right, so again, we've got a number line here. I'll say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. All right, so first I want to change this around here. We got a minus, a negative. That could be a little bit confusing here. So let's change this to an addition problem. So I have 3 is going to stay the same, change to plus. What's the opposite of -6? Well, it'd be +6, right? So I have a 3 plus 6. So if I'm looking at this number line here, I can write +3 as a blue arrow going to the right 3 spots. Remember, we're going to the right because it's positive. If it was negative, we'd go to the left. Now, since we're adding an additional 6 here, I could have my blue line going over here, and this would reach all the way to 9. So if we were to count our digits on this here, this would be 3 plus an additional 6, and 3 plus 6 would be equal to 9 there. All right, so that's with number lines there. You might be asked to do that on your homework tonight on the Savvas, so I want to make sure you got some examples of it. Oops. All right, here we go. Now we want to find 4 minus 1. Let's just go back to doing this the normal fashion here. 4 minus 1. We'll change this to an addition problem. What's the opposite of positive 1? Well, it's -1, right? So I have 4 plus -1. 4 plus -1. We have integers with 2 different signs here, one positive, one negative. So we'll subtract these values. 4 minus 1 is 3, and we'll keep the sign of the larger value here, which is positive. Now, that was pretty clear, right? You guys could have probably done 4 minus 1 in your head, but this is another mathematical way to do it. All right, how about 41 minus 275? Well, we'll change it to addition, right? And then we have to substitute the opposite integer here. What's the opposite of positive 275? Well, it's negative 275, right? So I have 2 different signs here, one positive, one negative, meaning we need to subtract these values. So 275 minus 41 would give me 234. Now, should that be a positive 234 or a negative 234? Well, to find out, we got to look at our absolute values here, right? We have a negative 275 and a positive 41. Which one do you guys think is larger? To me, it's pretty clear that 275 is larger, right? So that means that this should be a negative because 275 was our negative value. Alrighty, we got some practice problems for you here. So here's 4 of them for you to think of. Negative 13 plus 7, 7 minus 13, 14, yesterday's temp was 14 degrees warmer than it is today. Yesterday temp was 25 degrees. What's the temp today? And draw a number line to show 4 minus 6. All right, so I'll let you guys try that out and make sure to ask questions on these tomorrow if you need help on them. All right, so in conclusion, today we learned about changing addition to subtraction. And no, we didn't. We learned about changing subtraction to addition. We also reviewed PEMDAS, and we even used some things like number lines in order to show our values here. All right, I hope this was helpful, guys. See you in class tomorrow. Bye-bye, y'all.